Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X HD Remastered. Last time we arrived at the Mushroom Rock Road preparing for Operation Mi'ihen. In this episode, we're going to be finishing up Operation Mi'ihen with some Al Bhed Machina.
Curses. Ow! Ugh.
He really hates them, huh?
Chappu. He left the sword Wakka gave him in Besaid. And he fought with an Al Bhed Machina weapon instead.
That's got nothing to do with it. I just hate these sacrilegious contraptions.
Wakka's character flaws seem to be coming out a lot lately. You're gonna notice a lot more of them. Just a little bit of a hint, it's tied to the moral of the story. This is probably one of the most blatant ones for sure, but got some Al Bhed right here and everyone's setting up these cannons. Yes, these are cannons. So let's head off to the command center. Alright, here we are at the command center area. This is pretty much close to the point of no return, so keep that in mind. But we've got ourselves another cutscene. We're gonna have a lot of them in this part. That's why this part is so long. That's a lot of Crusaders. And a lot of people sharing the same model.
It won't work anyway.
Don't say that. It might be a hopeless campaign, and it might mean defying Yevon. But the Crusaders and the Al Bhed, they're doing their best to defeat sin. They want to rid Spira of sin forever. And that's just what we want too, isn't it? Isn't it?
All right. But I still think Machina are bad news. They're forbidden for a reason.
Lady Summoner, there you are. The command center is that way. Maester Kinoc is also there.
Maester Kinoc too?
Yes. Please, hurry, my lady.
Okay, I will ask with this. Kinoc who? So, let's head off towards the command center, but let's talk to some of the people around here first. Okay, so they're inspecting the weapons. What about these people? Starting with you. Well, he's duteous. Well, wouldn't you be? I mean, this is a big operation. What about this? This is to remind you that there are children here, but if you go over this way, you can see good old Wakka here. And his little scheme has been found out, but there's nothing anyone can do.
Monopoly's a great thing. Things are selling no matter what the price. Oops, sorry, I forgot.
This, Wakka, is where you would do great in these reduced prices that he has for some of these. Now, I don't have too much gil, but counterattack is going to be very good for this boss. So that's something to grab if you want. Anyway, you can play Blitzball before this, but why would you?
The operation will begin shortly. Please check all your equipment.
You all right?
Of course not. I came here to fight Sin. But they stick me here.
If you want to prove yourself,
Huh?
first you must complete the tasks you are given.
Well, somebody's a little bit grumpy, but if you talk to him
Just do
again,
what they say, it just won't be enough.
this will actually decide if Gata or Luzu will die. It is
You think the
canon
same as you
that
and me.
someone will die. I will not say who, but depending on your option right there, that will decide who will end up dying. Either Gata or Loser. Loser? Luzu. Sorry. A little bit clogged nose.
I had heard from Seymour, but I didn't know if we'd actually meet. Good to see you, Oren. 10 years, is it?
That's Wen Keenock, one of the 4 maesters of Yevon. He leads the warrior monks, and also commands the Crusaders.
All troops ready to move at your command, sir.
Good. Dismissed.
Sir.
Tell me, Oren, where have you been the last 10 years?
We don't have time for this now, do we?
This plan won't work. You know that. We'll just let them dream a little longer.
What?
Lord Keenock.
Oh, yes. Proceed.
That Keenock a maester?
I heard that, Oren. A lot has happened the last 10 years. What were you doing and where?
Fulfilling a promise I made to a friend. I still am.
Just tell me one thing. Have you seen Zanarkand?
I kinda think we don't belong here.
It is time at last. We must tell the Al Bhed waiting outside to begin the operation at once. The fiends may break through. This place is not safe. Make sure you're prepared to defend yourselves. Tell me when you're ready.
This is how you know it is the point of no return. When you talk to that man and tell him that you are ready, it means it's fighting time. So make sure that you're leveled up, make sure that you have all your equipment set, make sure you have all the items you need, because what's coming up will kick your butt.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, I don't blame you.
Anything could happen. Make sure you're ready for combat.
Oh, I'm ready. And it seems Maester Keenock already knows that this plan is going to fail, so that's already showing a sign of Yevon that's not good. Okay, Kamari's still quiet as always.
With them here, it's like Yevon authorizes this whole operation.
Oh, you'll see Yevon in his true face soon. What about you, Mr. Al Bhed? Still can't fully understand you, unfortunately. But soon. Soon I shall. What about you, Oren?
Go to Yuna.
Okay. Yuna, what about you?
I'm a little nervous.
Okay, good to know. But we are done, so why don't we go and talk to the man right here?
Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Again, if you're not leveled up,
Keenock, please.
if you're not leveled up, beware.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Oren telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jecht.
Oh, great. Who forgot to lock the gate? which means we've got a rogue Sin Spawn. Not just any Sin Spawn, Sin Spawn Gui. And guess who's gotta fight it? Yes, us. Sin Spawn Gui is powerful at a whopping 12,000 HP. It has 2 arms that protect itself from the middle, which is its main weak point, has a head that will cast magic, and its arms regenerate. This thing is quite powerful. Its arms pretty much have armor on them, so you'll need to use some piercing on it, or, in my case, magic. So, that kills one of the arms, and as you can see, even with the second level of spells, we don't do that much. Sin Spawn Gui is the test if you've been leveling up properly, or, in case you haven't, if you know how to do low-level runs. Anyway,
That I can hear that.
what ends up happening is once you get rid of the arms, the head starts to move, so why don't we use the attack reels? Alright, 2, there we go. So with the attack reels, 2 at each, that gives us 12 hits. So let's stop that head from moving. Now, whenever the head is moving suspiciously, it means it's gonna cast Demi. Demi damages you by 1/4 of your total health, so keep that in mind. Right, so now we're gonna use Fury. This time we're gonna use Blazara Fury. Killing the head will make things a lot easier, but the head does have 4,000 HP, so keep that in mind. And magic time. All right. Here comes thunder. Luckily, Lulu has such a high magic defense. All right, so the head has 1,000 left and the body has more. So why don't we use Seed Cannon? This is why I preloaded my overdrives. Did nearly 1,000 damage, not bad. And here comes Demi. So that's by 1/4 of our total health. So let's try Titus, or Titus. Why did I call him Titus? Even though that is his actual name. So, slice and dice time. We won't be doing too much damage, but luckily we can take care of this. Sin Spawn Gui, my first ever playthrough, gave me the hardest time because I didn't have the second level of spells, I didn't preload my overdrives, and I had gotten myself stuck. It took me forever to beat this thing. And when I did, I was so excited. Nowadays, Sin Spawn Gui isn't really too bad. It does have a lot of health for this stage in the game, which is why this is the quarter mark of the game, so keep that in mind. Good for Lulu with that evasion. And the arms are back. As I said, the arms do regenerate on Sin Spawn Gui. This is actually one of the last Sin Spawns we're going to be fighting in this game, too. But I think it's time we use one of our Aeons. So why don't we use Ifrit to wreck some shit? By wreck some shit, I mean wreck everything. So, Hellfire. Playing the animation again because on this file I hadn't done it yet. Otherwise we would be skipping it. But I think it's appropriate. This will actually overkill Sin Spawn Gui because you need to hit 9,999 in order to overkill it, which is good because what it gives you is very beneficial this early in the game. 4 times overkill. The camera kind of messed up. We just took down a Sin Spawn comprised of all the Sin Spawn around Spira. We are awesome. But time for the head honcho to come around. Look at all those sin spawn.
Look out!
Sin really wrecked everything. I'm impressed. All that with a small little staff. Seems Sin Spawn Gui didn't have enough the first time. So, it's time to tackle it a second time.
Stand back, Lady Yuna.
Yes.
Now, Sin Spawn Gui, we don't need to worry about too much because he is still... well, he's not as powerful as he was beforehand. And we have Maester Seymour on our side. So, since Maester Seymour knows the second level of spells, we're kind of good. And he's more powerful than Lulu. So, let's continue. This time, we're gonna summon Valfor, so she can have a turn at Sin Spawn Gui, and also because I just want to end this really quick. Because even Valfor is more than powerful enough to take out everything with the Energy Ray. Time for a triple overkill. And there we go. That takes care of Sin Spawn Gui for good. No idea where the rest of our comrades are, but on the bright side, this Sin Spawn is dead, along with everyone else around us. And you get a boatload of experience and 6 level 1 key spheres for overkilling Sin Spawn Gui.
The others.
We still have the big Machina cannon. Time for Kanjijibe. Zi. So, I think it's safe to say Operation Mi'ihen was a failure. Looks like our titular main character is still alive, so that's good. And I was afraid we were going to have to use somebody else in the towns. Oh boy, Hymn of the Faith. That's never good. Talk about shell shock. So, why don't we go and look around? Yep. Dead. Lots and lots of dead. I wouldn't say painless. This does not seem painless in the slightest. And then remember, there were children in this operation as well. They died too. But if you look over this way, just to make light of this very depressing moment, there's a treasure chest over here that contains the Phantom Bangle. We won't be getting that until endgame. Pretty much that is in pretty good armor for Lulu. I recommend grabbing it. We'll grab it later in the project, but here's Gatta.
What's going on? Why? What's going on?
Yep, the option I chose allowed Gatta to live. If he would have been on the front lines, Gatta would have died. And that is the canon one.
Don't you run away from me!
Everyone, stand back. I'll summon.
We can take it.
You won't hurt it. Your powers are still too weak.
Did you see Gui? I overkilled it.
Must do something.
Ah, summoning Ifrit.
You can't.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. Oh, I reused cutscene. Reused backdrop, I should say.
I have no idea what I was thinking when I ran after Sin that day. Before I knew what I was doing, there I was, chasing him down like a thief at market. Maybe I was angry. Maybe I wanted to go home. I kept thinking of Zanarkand and my old man.
Well, seems Luzu has died.
What?
They say you don't practice anymore, that you're gonna retire.
Let them talk. I'm still the best.
They say you're no good because you drink all the time.
I can quit drinking whenever I want.
Then do it now.
What did you say?
You just said you can't.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Why not today?
Why do today what you can leave for tomorrow? There he goes again, crying.
As we can see, Jecht was not the perfect role model. He had a drinking problem, as we will see later in this
I
game.
thought I sensed my old man there. Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's toxin playing tricks on my mind.
How'd I end up back on the beach? Did the waves carry me back? Looked like I was swimming out to sea.
How many died today?
A lot.
People die and Yuna dances. When will she stop dancing? When will it stop? Yuna won't stop dancing. Not until Sin is gone. Those were my thoughts then, I think.
I see you're still here.
Huh?
Many stories ended here today. But yours goes on, I see.
What? Sin had come and gone, but I remained here.
Isn't that the story of every single time we've met Sin so far? And each time we meet him, Sin causes a lot of destruction.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
What do you mean?
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
You do not look so well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength, their confidence. Anyone else would be expected to show their sorrow. But you are a summoner. You are Spira's hope. Until Sin is defeated, you must not relent. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Are you afraid? Yuna, take me as your pillar of strength, as Yunalesca had her Lord Zeon. Lady Yuna, until next we meet, farewell.
And so ends Operation Mi'ihen. The result? A total failure.
You can't ignore the teachings.
Oh, I don't know about that, Wakka. We'll see later. What about you, Kimahri? Yep, just what I'd expect. That's not good. What about you, Lulu?
Rest while you can. We leave soon.
Good to know. But I see a little chest back here, so open this up, and we get a high potion. Not like that would help in this situation in the slightest. Maybe some Phoenix Downs would help. What about you, Yuna?
Maesters are strict.
That they are. But I think we'll see something later. But what about you?
Sin is Jecht.
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel him. But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is Jecht. He came here for you.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
That's what Sin does. He wanted to show that to you. Do you know why?
How am I supposed to know?
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you know all of this anyway?
His story is a
I'm
little...
not done talking to you! Don't you run away!
You're the one running.
Seems Oren's story has a few secret chapters inside it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to go to the Temple of Jose.